feel like I don't care at all where you are and how you feel with these lights off as these wheels keep rolling on and on. Slow things down or speed them up, not enough or way too much. How are you when I'm gone? I can't make it on my own, because my heart is in Ohio. So cut my wrists and black my eyes, so I can't fall asleep tonight or die. Because you killed me, you know you do, you kill me well. You like it too, and I can tell. Never stop until my no breath is gone. Spare me just 3 last words. I love you is all she heard. I'll wait for you, but I can't wait forever. Spare me just 3 last words. I'll wait for you, and I can't wait forever. I can't make it on my own, because my heart is in Ohio. So cut my wrists and black my eyes, so I can't fall asleep tonight or die. Because you killed me, you know you do, you kill me well. You like it too, and I can tell. Never stop until my no breath is gone. You know you do, you kill me well. You like it too, and I can tell. Never stop until my no breath is gone. Gone. I can't make it on my own, because my heart is in Ohio. So cut my wrists and black my eyes, so I can't fall asleep tonight or die. Because you killed me, you know you do, you kill me well. You like it too, and I can tell. Never stop until my no breath is gone. You know you do, you kill me well. You like it too, and I can tell. Never stop until my no breath is gone.
Ohio's for Lovers is probably our marquee song, or whatever you want to call it. I guess the funniest part of Ohio's for Lovers is that when we were first recording our album, we did not have that song really written whatsoever, so we weren't like counting on it. It was never like, hey, you know, as long as we get Ohio's for Lovers right in the studio, man, we'll be golden. This is going to be great as long as we don't mess that song up. I wrote the lyrics to that song in the studio. None of us had ever heard it in its entirety. The label didn't hear it or anything like that. So that's just, we can really attribute the success of that song to our fan connection with it. You know, people just kind of grabbed a hold of it, and it really meant a lot to them. And it was really awesome to see it kind of spread and grow, because I wrote the lyrics to that song about missing my my girlfriend back in Ohio. So I don't know how that could be that relatable to so many people, but certain parts of the lyrics people really just related to, and it's been great to see it kind of to grow and also maintain over the last 10 years. It's been really special for us.
Very cool. And you guys are on tour right now with the guys from Red Jumpsuit Apparatus, another Peavey band, and you're off to San Francisco next. So definitely make sure to catch the guys out on tour on their current run. Now, as far as the Peavey gear that you're using, can you tell us about your relationship with Peavey and how that came about, and also what gear you're actually using on tour now?
We've been with Peavey for
a bit over a year.
About a year and a half, I'd say.
Yeah.
Chris
Kelly.
Chris Kelly, good friend of ours. We've had a few contacts with him, and he's just been the kindest rep I've ever worked with, actually, of any gear place. Just funny as hell, by the way, too. A lot of good stories. That guy's, I think he lived a crazy life prior to Peavey.
But yeah, we've always been fans of, specifically of the 5150 head. We always made sure that we had one of those during every single one of our recording sessions. It's always been a staple for great tones to really thicken our sound, because we tune to E standard for the most part. You know, we don't hide anything by drop tuning our guitars. So we've relied on the 5150 a lot, actually, to really thicken up our rhythm tone. And just out of the blue one day, I was like, you know, we should get a hold of those guys. You know, they make great amps. We always use them. And we've always been a big fan of Budda as well, and I didn't even know that they were, you know, related in any way. And so that's what I personally use live, and it's, you know, it's a great sound because we have 3 guitar players, so we try to keep each tone kind of different.